Hey guys, Tarek here bringing you some more Warcraft 3 action. Playing today's morning in the north we have Foggy playing as Night Elf, going for Priestess of the Moon. And from the south we have Alice also playing as Night Elf, also going for the Priestess of the Moon. It's going to be a mirror match here. This one just from ladder, not a tournament game. And we are here on Autumn Leaves.
A player's forces are under attack.
Feels like it's been quite a long time since I've seen Pot of Hunts, honestly, so curious to see how this one shakes out. Very identical creep routes to this point. Both players walking the Ancient of War back to their base as well, not pushing it out onto the field to try and do some more creeping. Looking to start up their Huntress production. We've got the Hunter's Hall completed now for Foggy. Second Ancient of War coming in.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, here's Foggy's second Ancient of War. Similar timings, in fact maybe even a touch faster than Alice's. Just items, Ring of Protection, plays the Gloves of Haste, probably superior item for Foggy. Both players going for the Aura and the Fire Arrow, as you would expect. Ultra Vision quite early on from Foggy. Wow, I said that, and look at this. Alice already about to complete the Ultra Vision.
Forces are under attack.
Getting chased down at the moment, Foggy. So he's got double hunts here now. Looking to fight back. Hutch over here just hidden. Provide some scouting information. And here we go. Starting up the fighting in the center. Hutch is staying alive. Going into hiding. Do have a lab over here. Looks like Foggy going to run over and try buy a reveal. Look for the archer kill. Buys the reveal. And denied by Alice. Clean stuff. Now Foggy's Potem getting a little bit low. Running away to safety at the moment.
Are under attack.
Very, very tight contest to this point though. Very even. Both players just pumping the production, looking to get a large number of hunts together. Jockeying for position. Looks like Foggy gonna try disengage right now and go for some creeping. Alice wrapping around, maybe also gonna go for some creeping, this time on the shop though. Foggy going for the expansion position.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sort of ogre strength there. Very keen creeping here from Alice. Piercing damage going on to the bottom. Minimizing the output. And I guess another Ring of Protection +3. Alright. Foggy actually slightly down on food count at the moment. That's surprising. Okay, he's gone for an Ancient Protector at the main base. Maybe that's why. And also some upgrades
are under attack. Coming
through. In fact, he's already completed his first upgrade. Alice just starting, so that's where it's gone. We'll be going for the early upgrades, producing one fewer unit, because Alice, remember, did lose his archer. We'll be starting up some repairs, bringing in all the wisps, the Ancient of War, in some big trouble. We'll be late to get across here. A couple wisps get very low. I think he only lost one of them, though. And Alice, oh no. Oh, Foggy didn't close it. So the hunt gets out. Wow, I can't believe that. Very sloppy from Foggy, not closing that surrounder. That was a gift. That hunt just left there for like 10 seconds. Easy surround. I think even I could have got that one done.
A player's forces are under
Foggy
attack.
Just thought it was closed, but there was that little gap. Double hunts peeling off, chipping away at the Ancient of War. Foggy coming back. So Ancient of War going to uproot, eat a tree, maybe walk back towards the protection of the tower. Tech underway for both players. Alice with a slight head start.
A town is under siege.
Let's see what item that is there. Ring of protection +3, leaving that on the ground. Now cashing it
A
in.
player's forces are under attack.
Okay, picks up the Zeppelin, gets perched on its way out, but maybe we're going to see some Zeppelin shenanigans. We all know Foggy is a real weapon with the Zeppelin himself, hasn't picked that up. However, Foggy, the one, you know, who made Zeppelin drops with bears, very, very popular for Night Elf. Cashes in his items, picks up Scroll Protection and Scroll of Healing, looking for an assault. Can do some Zeppelin drops out the back, could be pretty devastating
is under siege.
Foggy. Both players with a tower up in their base.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'll take down a Moonwell quite quickly. Foggy with a slightly more defensive positioning though. Ancient Wars out the front. Hard to get damage onto the Moonwells out the back without taking damage in return. In the meantime, blasting through this base pretty quickly. It's going to be a town portal back. Foggy does have a couple low health hunts at the moment. Pops a heal scroll proactively to knock out any kills or any potential snipes of any of his hunts and getting out of there. So Alice ultimately spending the town portal, losing 2 buildings. Ends up coming out on the losing end of that quite badly. Foggy on the back of that, getting for a pretty aggressive creep camp. Risky stuff from Foggy, and maybe about to get creep jack. We do have the owl from Alice spotting this. Foggy goes for the town portal. Didn't manage to pick up the item, but denies it with the Night Elf hunts, killing that off. But unfortunate because healing wards will go down a treat for the moment at Foggy. A lot of healing to do. Drains the Moonwells dry.
The player's forces are
The
under
healing
attack.
wards could have negated that. Coming back onto the map now, Foggy does have the experience lead. But Alice about to hit level 3 with his own bottom, so that kind of is the only thing that matters, getting that level 2 aura going. Level 4 is not a huge deal on the bottom. So Foggy with a pretty nice food lead at this stage.
A player's forces are
7
under
food
attack.
up. Didn't have to reproduce those buildings, so converting that into a bit more army. Going for another Moonwell so we can push up to 60. Got more upgrades coming through. We got our 1-1 here. 1-1 back the other way. But yeah, it's going to have 1 extra damage upgrade as well once that completes. Zeppelin doing some scouting.
A player's
Couple
forces
archers
are
starting to
under
mix
attack.
in now for Alice though. That could be the X factor in this fight. Alchemist back the other way for Foggy. Pops the scroll of protection. Field spray on both sides. Good micro from Foggy keeping his units alive, but the archers out the back are doing some pretty good damage. Got a couple nut hunts getting out the back there. Heal scroll on Alice's side. Loading into the Zeppelin. Zeppelin close to death. Down it goes. Food count's very even at this stage. Foggy losing a hunt there though. Archers out the back though. They are getting some nice damage down, and down goes the bottom for Foggy. Big mistake. Didn't have that town portal any longer. That's on the run. Has a lot of low health units. Losing a couple of them.
A player's forces are
By
under
the
attack.
shop, but now Foggy a little bit behind in supply. No. Dead even on supply. Looks like it's going to be a tavern buyback for Foggy. That's why he's cancelled a few of his producing units. Hasn't transitioned over to archers though, just sticking on the hunts. There's Alice mixing in just continuous arch production. You know, he's lost like 3 of them, I think. Now back up to 4.
Forces are under attack.
So clearly intending to have that X factor, the extra range damage out the back from the archers. I'll be sticking with the hunts. Big piercing damage coming in from that Knoll Assassin. Good luck on the Alchemist. Scroll of the Beast. Ooh, that can be very spicy. Big damage boost.
Forces are under attack.
Potential in the next fight. Alchemist, though, for Alice is ahead on the levels. That bottom kill costing Foggy, giving a lot of experience over to Alice's heroes. Bottom at the shop, looking to buy some more items perhaps. Pretty even in food counts though overall. 2-1 still versus 1-1.
Are under attack.
Oh, we've got another damage upgrade about to complete. So it's going to be even on upgrades as well. So in spite of that hero loss, still a very, very close fight. Just really a change of philosophy, you know. Got quite a few archers in the mix. 2, 4, 6 is that? Foggy going with 0, just pure hunts. Sentry Wards, it's a pretty nice item. It looks like he just used the... Oh, there it is.
A player's forces are under attack.
Reveals the location of Alice's units and decides he's going to go for the red camp on the back of this. Surrounding the granite golem. Oh, that's big damage though. With that thunderclap, that granite golem is surrounded now, running around. Foggy looking to finish off this red camp. Alice is coming in soon.
The town is under siege.
But maybe not soon enough. Gets the big item, Legion Doomhorn. Very strong one. Alice is going to clean up the rest of the camp. Get a nice level up there on his bottom. Okay, so double heal scrolls on Alice as well as the scroll protection. Scroll the Beast. Just the one heal scroll for Foggy at the moment. So a little bit behind on the heal scrolls. And Foggy pushing into low upkeep. Pumping out a couple more hunts. So Alice with more consumables, Foggy with slightly more army. But Alice probably with the easier army to control the extra, long range, 700 range versus 225 on the hunts. Just makes them quite a lot easier to control the archers. Don't have to constantly worry about running into choke points and stuff and getting a whole bunch of your army not even doing damage, trying to run around. Foggy trying to go for the rest the other red camp. Couple hunts here, kind of acting as a diversion. Alice chasing them down. And Foggy using that time to try and polish off the red camp. This is army very, very low though. Oh, another Legion Doomhorn. Definitely not what Foggy wanted to see. And here comes Alice with the Creepjack. Could polish off 1 or 2 hunts here. They're very low. Oh, plenty of moon juice back here, so Foggy can go back to heal. But you didn't get rewarded for that risky move. Double aura items of the same aura, of course, don't stack, so...
A town is under siege.
Oh, and Foggy trying to go for the expansion, but interrupted here by Alice, who's gone to town portal out. Last second cancel, ends up losing the Wisp as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Left a couple of the archers behind. They take a touch of damage from Foggy's hunts. Both players in low upkeep now. Alice starting to push into the low 50s. Pumping out more and more archers. Has gone tier 3 as well. Tree of Eternity still just tier 2 for Foggy. And that probably means that these archers have the marksmanship upgrades, so they are
under attack.
Nasty when it comes to the damage output. Foggy trying to sneak another expansion in the other corner this time. Comes back, polishes off the rest of the red camp. Level 5 on his bottom now. As well as very close to level 4 on the Alchemist. So big hero level advantage. But as I said, I think the composition favors Alice. All those archers, they are spitting out some really nasty damage. Foggy coming in for a base attack.
A player's
Gonna go
forces
for
are
the
under attack.
entangled mine. 2k left in it. He's just running right past out the back. Alchemist for Foggy in an awkward position. Starts the town portal now. Spraying the Alchemist up to stay alive. Knocks out the entangled mine clean. Alice, no income until he can get that mine entangled again. Meanwhile, behind this, Foggy trying to get his expansion cooking. Another Zeppelin purchased by Alice. Foggy's army still not full health, but using a bit of heal spray, getting them back to reasonable total. It looks like Foggy not trying to fight this yet. For Alice, he's got to think, you know, makes sense. Foggy doesn't want to fight. Wants to wait until maybe about now, once the gold income restarts, to maximize his advantage. But behind this, Foggy's actually just stalling for the expansion. Very similar food counts. Foggy with a slight lead, but a disadvantage in composition. But has the hunts looking to come in from the flank. Here he goes, making his move, but Alice disengaging. And now Foggy's army split up. A lot of wisps out the back there. Not entirely sure what they're for. Maybe just to get on the Alchemist. Try zap his mana. Okay, Foggy with a slight turnaround here. Acid bomb out. One hunt just donated out the back though, coming in from the production buildings. And Foggy about to be mining from the second base. Alice heading up in that direction now. Foggy gonna go for a base trade, it looks like, as Alice goes for his expansion.
The town is under siege.
Take down the Ancient War pretty quickly. Windwell's next. And for the shock as well. Do we have any orbs of venom? Don't think so. And Foggy happy with this base trade scenario. You know, the Huntresses with their normal damage much better against buildings than Archers with their piercing. Foggy's sticking around in the fight for a little bit longer. Thought he might get out of here after that. But no, he's fighting it out, and he's losing as well. Down on food. His archers out the back, spitting out the damage. Well, you can probably rebuild from this better. But he still has to make sure he's not in a position where he outright loses. Didn't pop his Scroll of the Beast rather confusingly, and there he goes, he loses his bottom as he tries to extract. He didn't buy another town portal. Had to try and run out. And oh boy, that went south for Foggy. Good move overall, I think, if he had a town portal scroll and could have got out of there. And why didn't he use the Scroll of the Beast? 25% bonus damage for that fight would have been huge. Maybe he's worried about the Wisp Dispel, but you got to give it a try, you know?
A player's forces are under attack.
You got to try the activation. Let's just add to the micro burden, and maybe the Wisps don't hit all of your units. Now Foggy down by close to 20 food. Potom dead. Looks like he wants to go for the buyback on the Potom. Very expensive. It's hard to see how he recovers from this now. His mine is dry, so it's not like he's getting any extra gold income.
Siege.
Nice acid bomb out the back, looking for the wisp kills. Okay, looks like he's just going to go straight for a base race scenario. He does have significantly more buildings. Alice does have enough gold to produce a couple buildings. He's got a couple wisps next to him, so he can build some buildings. So losing his base doesn't really matter that much. He's not going to lose on the spot. And here he goes, starting up a
town is under
actual
siege.
base. Tree of Life in production. Foggy also going for a Tree of Life. Similar spot. Sneaking that off to the side. Double time for a bit. Oh. Alice Finds Foggy's Tree of Life. Gonna have to
A
cancel
player's
that.
forces are under
Foggy
attack.
does have a couple more wisps. Very late on the cancel though. He's not going to get much resources back from this. In fact, yeah, okay, there he goes. Cancels now. So Alice. Tree over here. Ancient Wonder. Tree of Life over here. Those are his two buildings. Foggy still has plenty of buildings left in his base. Coming across now. Very fast though, you know, with the Legion Doomhorn, his army is very mobile. And he... finds the shop quite quickly. Do have one more wisp at the Goblin Lab.
A player's forces are under attack.
So if this does get cancelled late, he can produce one more building. In fact, that's his last building though altogether. Foggy doesn't find it though. Foggy going for another... oh no, there's a building in here. I didn't notice this. Ancient of War ate itself into the trees, into the corner.
A town
And
is
it's
under
going to be
siege.
very hard for Foggy to kill. Not much surface area there for hunts to get in. So he'll have a hell of a time trying to kill that. And there we go. Tree of Life completed for Alice. Such a large army though, so Alice can't like produce any wisps out of it to start mining. Foggy going hunting, looking for Alice's buildings, can't find them, and it looks like Alice is just going to try eat this one into the trees as well. Hide it away. Foggy going to find the Ancient of War down here. But yeah, between eating the tree and cornering himself, it's going to take a long time to knock this Ancient of War down. Foggy having to use the flame arrow to boost up the damage. Does a pretty good job. There it goes. Zeppelin for Alice doing some scouting. His Tree of Life eating itself into the corner. Foggy starting up the entangling. He's got one
A
spear
player's
wisp.
forces are under attack.
2 spear wisps. A couple more on the wood harvesting still. Oh, but he gets a hunt picked off during all this. Go back onto double time here. Finds a wisp. Foggy buys a Zeppelin. Steel spray. Getting his hunts back up to full. Maybe going to go for a Zeppelin drop on the Tree of Life. But there are so many archers there that's not going to work out. But maybe Foggy can just, you know, restart his production, honestly. Sneaking a couple of these wisps around. Acid bomb out the back. Big damage onto the army of Alice. He's left his heroes behind, staffing back. Steel spray on the army. Both ways. Another acid bomb. Picked off a couple units there. Maybe a couple more.
Town is under siege.
I've seen this Hunter now as well. Here's the bottom. Hunt's left behind. Okay, here is Alice's bottom. And this is time for Foggy to get out now. Moving into the Zeppelin and getting away safely. His army's quite low now though, Foggy, and Hunts are working on this Tree of Life. There is another one down in this corner though for Foggy. Oh boy, a bit of a Zeppelin chase down. Is anywhere safe that Foggy can drop this off away from the army? It doesn't really look like it. Alice just leaving the army behind though. Just the two heroes chasing down Foggy Zeppelin. And Foggy about to lose one of his Trees of Life. Second to last building. Hunts aren't going to forget about that wisp. Foggy was hoping that they would. Foggy Foggy Zeppelin circling back. Gonna look for the Tree of Life kill again. Hunts, though, coming for Foggy's last building. No, he's got another one.
Forces are
Another Tree of Life sneaking in that corner. Foggy's Wisp getting picked off there by the creeps. Uh-oh. Did the Zeppelin get away there? There's a sentry, so the hunt is spotted. Unloading the heroes. Got the archers there, and one... Oh, Foggy's got the ward. Good acid bomb. The ward keeping vision. The hunts are dropped in. Alice thinks that he's hidden, but he's not. He'll spray out the back on his archers. Those archers need to start returning fire. They're getting eaten for lunch by that acid bomb. Almost all the archers are dead. Foggy's own Potom blocking. Hunt out the back going down. Alchemist taking down all of the archers. But he can't solo the Tree of Life. And the Hunts take down that. Foggy throwing in the towel, calling the GG. Oh, quite a few twists and turns on this one. Different philosophy though, you know, almost identical in the early stages, but once they hit around 50 food, Foggy sticking with the hunts, looking for the expansion. Alice switching off to the archers with the marksmanship. But ultimately, Alice one coming out on top. Just for the decision making, I think Foggy, you know, it was a good tactic, I think, to go in for the base trade. Couldn't fight the army head to head. But then no town portal ends up costing him his Potom in that penultimate engagement, I'd say. And costing him the match probably as a result of that. Never used to scroll the beast during that fight either. I think that was a big mistake. Anyway, guys, wrap on that. Thanks for tuning in to some more Warcraft 3 action. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.